Once upon a time in the quaint village of Chirrupville, where gossip was hushed by the babbling brook, and even the wind whispered secrets, there stood a tree of mystical wonder known far and wide as the jaadui tree. It wasn't just your run-of-the-mill kind of tree. It glistened under the sun, and its leaves chimed like fairy bells. But what made it truly special was its ability to grant one wish to those who perched upon its highest branch. The catch: the wish could only be made by a creature of the feathered variety. In this vibrant village, two feathered friends, Polly the parrot and Squeaky the sparrow, lived a hop and a flutter away from each other. Polly, a flamboyant bird with a penchant for mimicry, was known for her feathery rainbow attire, forever trying to outshine the most vibrant of sunsets. Meanwhile, Squeaky was a lively little sparrow with a heart bigger than her wingspan, who worshipped the ground everyone else flew over. Despite their differences, Polly and Squeaky were the best of friends, bonding over the mutual disdain for Worm Wednesday, and every bird's favorite hobby, gossiping. As the bird flies, news travels fast, mind you. They had heard the legendary tales of the jaadui tree and its wish-granting abilities, but like most villagers, they dismissed it as glorified garden gossip. However, one fine morn, when the day was just stretching its wings, Polly, driven by whimsy or perhaps too much breakfast berry pie, declared, "Squeaky, let's visit the jaadui tree and see if it's as magical as they say. If nothing else, it'll make for a good chirrup at the nest later." With a nod and a cheerful chirp, they were off, the air crisp with anticipation. Upon reaching the tree, Polly fluffed her feathers importantly and said, "Now let's see who should make the wish. I do fancy a new escapade." Squeaky, ever the pragmatist, flitted up to the highest branch with poise. "Let's just wish for something spectacular to spice up our everyday." In no time, the leaves rustled, shimmering under the morning light, and poof, a giant nest appeared above the village green, big enough for every bird in Chirrupville. And guess what? It was filled with the juiciest worms, a feast even Polly couldn't resist, perches made of silver twigs, and a view that would knock your feathers off. From that day forth, Chirrupville became a bustling hubbub of sparkling nests and feathered feasts, and Polly and Squeaky, they basked in the glory, hearts as full as their feathery bellies, knowing they had unlocked the magic of the jaadui tree together.